The man accused of attacking comedian Dave Chappelle while he was performing at the Hollywood Bowl earlier this year pleaded no contest to 2 charges and was subsequently sentenced to 270 days in county jail Wednesday, officials said. Isaiah Lee pleaded no contest to misdemeanor battery charges and entering a restricted area during a live event. Ian Thompson, a spokesperson for the Los Angeles City Attorney's Office, told CNN. The defense filed a motion for judicial diversion, a program that when successfully completed would have the defendant's case dismissed, Thompson said. Prosecutors opposed the motion and the judge ultimately denied it, he said. CNN has reached out to Lee's attorney for comment. The weapon in the case, which was described by prosecutors as a replica handgun that included a knife blade, will be destroyed, Thompson said. Lee is also facing attempted murder charges for an entirely separate incident. He is accused of stabbing his roommate during a fight at a transitional housing apartment last December, according to the Los Angeles County District Attorney's Office. Lee pleaded not guilty when he appeared in court in May to face the attempted murder charges. As a result of media reports about the Chappelle case, a release from the DA's office states, the victim recently identified Lee as the person who committed the assault he had previously reported to police. Based on the nature and severity of the December attack, Mr. Lee is now facing felony charges which my office will prosecute, Los Angeles District Attorney George Gaskin said in the statement. Chappelle was tackled on stage. Chappelle was performing at the Bowl at Netflix is a Joke, the festival, on May 3. He had finished his act and as he was exiting the stage, a male who was part of the audience jumped on the stage and tackled this celebrity to the ground. Los Angeles Police Department spokesperson Officer Lizeth Lomelli previously told CNN. Lee was arrested and taken to a hospital for medical treatment, Lomelli said. A representative for Chappelle, Carla Sims, released a statement after the attack, saying, as unfortunate and unsettling as the incident was, Chappelle went on with the show. Jamie Foxx and Chris Rock helped calm the crowd with humor before Chappelle introduced the last and featured musical guests for the evening, Sims said, adding that Chappelle was fully cooperating with the police investigation of the incident. We care deeply about the safety of creators and we strongly defend the right of stand-up comedians to perform on stage without fear of violence, a Netflix spokesperson told CNN in a statement after the incident.
Katie Holmes and Bobby Wooten 3 split after 8 months of dating. Report. Katie and Bobby broke up last week, a source told Us Weekly on Friday, explaining that the two simply didn't work out together for the long run. The insider added that Holmes is no longer about him to his friends. Reps for the pair have not yet responded to Page 6 or requests for comment. Holmes, 43, and Wooten, 33, were first linked romantically in April when they were photographed locking lips on a steamy stroll in Central Park. The actress' mother tagged along for the outing, seeming to indicate that the duo's relationship was already quite serious. The Dawson's Creek alum and the Grammy-nominated musician made their red carpet debut as a couple the following month while attending the Mothballs' 25th anniversary gala. "I'm happy to have here as my date," Wooten gushed to Us Weekly at the time. A few weeks later, the first daughter, star and the composer held hands while hitting the Tribeca Film Festival. Holmes then accompanied the Broadway veteran to his close friend's Hampton's wedding in late June, where they reportedly packed on the PDA. Whenever they would go without seeing each other, they would kiss and be very happy to be together again, an eyewitness told Us Weekly at the time, noting that the lovebirds were very affectionate with each other at all times, and looked very in love. The eyewitness added that the actress was even seen bonding with some of her beau's relatives. Katie spent time with Bobby's family, who really liked her, the Spy told the magazine. Katie was very unassuming and kind to everyone. The former Flames even attended a Paris Fashion Week show together in September. Holmes previously dated chef Emilio Vitolo Jr. until May 2021. They, too, were together for 8 months. A source told Page 6 when they split that things were moving too fast for the single mom, explaining that her 16-year-old daughter, Suri Cruz, always comes first. Prior to Vitolo, Holmes quietly dated Jamie Foxx for 6 years. She was married to Suri's dad, Tom Cruise, from 2006 to 2012.
Brixton Academy. Woman dies after Asake concert crush. A woman has died after being injured in a crush at a gig at London's Brixton O2 Academy that left several others hurt. The concert, by Afro-pop singer Asake, had to be abandoned partway through after a large number of people tried to force their way inside on Thursday, the Met Police said. Rebecca Accumulo, 33, from Newham, East London, died in hospital on Saturday morning, the Met said. 2 other women aged 21 and 23 remain in a critical condition, police added. Asake said he was overwhelmed with grief and devastated by her death. The artist said he had spoken with Ms. Accumulo's family and asked people to keep them in our prayers. He said it was vital that the investigation into what happened concludes as soon as possible, and added that City Hall was working with authorities to ensure nothing like this happens again. Videos on social media showed the crowd stretching from the road outside to the venue's doors. Speaking at the scene on Friday, Sup Colin Wingrove said, "I'd like to extend my sympathies to all those who have been affected. Having seen some of the really upsetting images on social media, our thoughts are with them," he added. In a statement outside Brixton Police Station on Friday afternoon, Mr. Wingrove said officers were called by staff at the venue, following reports that a large number of people were attempting to force entry. He added, "Some officers provided first aid and CPR to members of the public in order to save life. My thoughts and prayers to Rebecca Accumulo's family and friends. Such a tragic loss of a young 33 years with so much life ahead of her." The first officers were reported to be on the scene at 21:11 Greenwich Mean Time, 7 minutes after they were called. The concert was the final performance of 3 sold-out shows at the venue by Nigerian singer Asake, sometimes known as Mr. Money. Before the gig, he had posted on Twitter asking fans not to try to gain entry unless they had tickets. "My team and I are still awaiting the full debrief back from the venue management and the police to determine what exactly led to all the disruption caused and ultimately to Rebecca's passing." He urged anyone with information to contact police.
Tyler Perry and other stars buy out performances of Ain't No M.O. to try and save the Broadway show. Hollywood stars have chipped in to help a new Broadway show that was set to close due to low ticket sales. Celebrities like Tyler Perry and Shonda Rhimes bought out full performances of Ain't No M.O. this week in an effort to extend the show's run. The plan worked. On Thursday, playwright Jordan E. Cooper announced Ain't No Mo was extended through December 23. Cooper, who also stars in the show, said earlier this week that he received an eviction notice telling him the play had to close on December 18. He said while the show was acclaimed by critics, it was hard to sell tickets and traditional Broadway marketing doesn't work for this kind of show. Ain't No M.O. premiered at the Public Theater on November 9 and then moved to the Belasco Theater, which holds about 1,000 audience members. The play's website says the 90-minute play dares to ask the incendiary question, what if the US government offered black Americans one-way plane tickets to Africa, and will leave you crying with laughter, and thinking through the tears. He said the average ticket price was $50 to make the show accessible to everyone and asked supporters who could sponsor someone's ticket to do so. In the name of art, in the name of resistance, in the name of we belong here too, in the name of every storytelling ancestor who ever graced a Broadway stage or was told they never could, please support this production and buy a ticket and come have church with us, he wrote. Radical black work belongs on Broadway too. One day after posting his plea for support, Cooper posted that a celebrity couple stepped up to help in a big way. Jada Pinkett Smith and Will Smith bought out an entire performance. Soon, other celebrities were joining in. Cooper announced on Thursday that more performances were bought out by filmmaker Tyler Perry, actress Gabrielle Union and her husband, former NBA star Dwayne Wade, producer and director Shonda Rhimes, and actress Sarah Ramirez. Other celebrities are supporting the show in different ways. Writer and actor Lena Waithe hosted a talk after the December 13th performance, and RuPaul hosted the December 15th performance. Thanks to the efforts of some mighty warriors, as Cooper put it.